everybody, I didn't see you there. Yeah, Cake Marshall here. My kitchen still isn't quite ready yet. We're not ready to make any delicious cakes and pies up there yet. We're down here in my kitchen making lunch, and I'm just not ready to make any cakes up there yet. But the Junior Cake Marshall force has really stepped up. Today we're going to hear from the Gerlach Junior Cake Marshall, Bobcat, and she's going to make a summertime treat. A nice lime bar with some delicious lime frosting. As a matter of fact, I would describe it as extra limey. So yeah, Cake Day videos still happen, but now we're in the basement of my new bunker here, making lunch. And yeah, take it away, Bobcat.
Oh yeah, I am the Gerlach Cake Day. What's the word?
Cake master. Cake
Marshall.
Cake Marshall. There we go.
Happy Cake Day to all the June birthdays, and I hope you like this cake. It's a nice summer. It's a nice anytime cake, but it's really good for summer. So we're making a lime cake today. We're going to start out with our dry ingredients, which actually sugar is sometimes considered a wet ingredient, but not in this case. So we have 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of white sugar. We have a bunch of baking soda, salt. What else is there? Oh yeah, salt and baking soda in here. And this isn't in the recipe, but I really like using this lime powder. And I like things, if it's gonna be citrus, I like it to taste like citrus and not be like a hint of. So I'm putting about, I don't remember, it was about a teaspoon of lime powder in there. And we're just going to whisk that up and get it combined. So we're going to add the cup of melted butter and then 3/4 of a cup of boiling water. 3/4 of a cup of boiling water and then lime juice. I forgot how much that was. And we're just going to mix all that together. All right. Next thing we mix in is vanilla. And this recipe actually calls for 2 teaspoons of it. I put 1 teaspoon because I added that lime. I want it more limey and less vanilla-y. So then we're gonna add buttermilk. Give it a nice tang. Eggs, which I already kind of scrambled up. And the next thing is lime zest. And it calls for, what is it? A zest of 1 lime.
So it's like 8.
That's like 3. Right there, that's like the zest of 3 limes. Here, let's make like 4. I want it limey. I want to taste the lime. Just gonna mix all that together. And just stir it until it's smooth. And that's all there is to that. We're gonna put this aside. And one thing I should mention is that when you're doing lime zest, this is kind of how I do it. When you're zesting the lime, make sure that you only get the dark green part. Same thing with any lemon, any citrus, orange. Because if you go down too far, you'll get the pith, and the pith is really bitter. So you don't want that. Why don't we stop right there? All right, next thing we do is just pour it all into our pan, and I have already put some grease and flour in here to keep it from sticking. And the next thing we're to do is just pop it in the oven for like 15 minutes or so. It's a really thin, as you can see, it's a really, really thin cake. And it's kind of awesome. It'll end up kind of being kind of like a little bar. So next thing is the oven. See you back here in a little bit. All right, here we go. This is almost, I think this is done. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
It's very thin cake. It's an awesome cake to feed a lot of people. So you don't need a whole lot.
Nice. We'll let it cool.
Yeah, let it cool for about 10 minutes. And while that's happening, we're going to make the icing. Here we go. So we're going to start out with 4 cups. Seems like a lot of powdered sugar, but powdered sugar dissolves pretty quickly. So we have 4 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to add some melted butter, some milk, some vanilla, more lime juice, and we're just going to mix all that up. Oops. Okay, we are back and we have a finished, fully baked cake, and it's actually kind of heavy. But as you can see, this is an 11 by 15 pan, so it's really, really thin, which is great because it feeds a lot of people. So we made the icing earlier, and we're just gonna plop that on. What's nice about this cake is just a little bit of cake and just a little bit of icing, and that's kind of nice. You don't use an offset spatula, one of my favorite tools in the whole world.
One of the important things about this cake that we failed to mention is that it is a margarita cake, and we are drinking margaritas in honor of that.
Oh yeah.
So Bobcat's got her margarita, and I've got my margarita. And those of you who will remember from 2013, it's the commemorative HQ mug. Chin chin. Chin chin.
Okay, so we're done with that. Next thing is you gotta have a little decoration on top of the cake. So earlier when I zested limes, I zested a lot of lime because I love having a lot left over to just toss on the cake. It tastes really nice, and it actually smells really, really good. Very fresh. So just pop that all over the cake. And there's always a bunch left over, so, you know, find something else to put it in. Marinade might be kind of good. So, done with that. And one other thing I like to add, because I think a little crunch is nice, I put these extra large sugar crystals on top. So when you bite into it, you get just a little bit of crunch on top, and that's kind of nice. And that's it.
Ta-da!
Okay. Let's give it a try. That's really good. It's very tangy. It's very tangy. I should try some. So this cake would actually be really good done instead with lime, done with orange and maybe 2 teaspoons of vanilla. It'd be kind of like a creamsicle cake, which would be kind of neat. Or even grapefruit. I think grapefruit might be really interesting in this because it would be tangy also, but really good. You should try it. Tell me what you think.
Right. I have no idea if I'm in the video shot or not, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Isn't that good? Day. Oh yeah. There we go. Happy Cake Day. For
Happy Cake Day.
Gerlach Cake Marshall.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome back. Yeah, that lime cake, man, that's looking good. Looks like it'll serve a lot of people too. That'd be great for a summer picnic or a summer office outing. Just saying, it's outing season. And yeah, thanks Hazmat, thanks Bobcat for helping me out with that Cake Day video there. I got a lot of work to do. I'm just about getting ready to blast that old stump out of the way where I'm going to put the kitchen sink. So yeah, you guys have a great cake day here. I'm going to go ahead and blow that thing out of the kitchen, and we'll talk to you guys later.